So Tomi Lahren appeared on the Fox and Friends show. She does this a lot. Now, Hillary Clinton came out and was speaking again, which is quite a travesty. Uh, because what she's doing doesn't make any sense. I don't know why she's coming out to speak because she's not riling up any new voters to come out and vote. All she's doing is she's reinvigorating and relighting the fires of all the people who hate her, all the massive amounts of people that despise Hillary Clinton, whether it be people who are on the left, who are more left wing, who hate Hillary Clinton's guts, or it be Trump supporters or conservatives who hate Hillary Clinton. I mean, there's no one more hated than Hillary Clinton, to be completely honest with you. And so Tomi Lahren is going to give her thoughts on this, and then they're also going to segue into the Kavanaugh talk. Let's check it out.
Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton is going back after the deplorables again with some of her favorite themes that failed in 2016.
He has been racist, he's been sexist, he's been Islamophobic, he has been anti-LGBTQ. I mean, there's a long list. He talks to that America. He talks to them all the time. It is a very hardcore who are responding to him and supporting him.
So Hillary Clinton rattling off that list of insults. Here to react is Fox Nation host Tomi Lahren. Hey, Tomi, good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
What's your reaction? Yeah, Tucker Carlson saying that this is deplorable 2.0. She's attacking the people who voted for President Trump, it sounds like.
Well, you guys were exactly right earlier. When she's attacking President Donald Trump, she's actually attacking Americans and she's attacking his supporters. And she couldn't be more tone deaf. But what she's really doing when she says that he is racist, she's trying to distract from the fact that black unemployment is at historic lows. When she says he's sexist, she's trying to distract from the fact that we have GDP growth over 4%. When she says that he's Islamophobic, she's trying to distract from the fact that as commander-in-chief, he has overseen the decimation of ISIS. This is her distracting from all of the accomplishments and trying to throw out the labels and the identity politics to distract voters. It's not going to work.
All right. Meanwhile, Tomi, you've got a number of members of the mainstream media. They've tried to do their best, it appears, to diminish Judge Kavanaugh. I know there was a USA Today opinion piece that said that Kavanaugh should stay off the basketball courts. He should not be coaching children. And then there was a cartoon that was widely circulated that showed Kavanaugh's 10-year-old daughter praying for Dr. Ford. And there it is right there. What do you think's going on here? Because it looks to some on the right like the mainstream media is all in on killing Kavanaugh.
Well, imagine that. Of course, we know that the mainstream media is all in on killing anything that has to do with President Trump, and Kavanaugh is just another symptom of that Trump derangement syndrome. But furthermore, they're not helping themselves by doing this. All they are doing is for Kavanaugh supporters, for Trump supporters, for Americans that are concerned with due process, justice, and having a great Supreme Court justice. All they are doing in the mainstream media and on the left are encouraging these Trump supporters and the red wave to come out in force. What they think they're doing is they're changing the minds of voters, and they think that they're going to make a blue wave. In fact, what they're doing is strengthening the red wave, and they're going to see that in November.
Yeah, there's a Q poll out now that shows the Republicans are beginning to surge in the generic poll, and you just wonder if how much is going to hinge on Kavanaugh, especially in Heidi Heitkamp. She's down by 10 points in North Dakota. The sitting Democratic senator there. Might she not have a choice than to vote for Brett Kavanaugh?
Well, I hope that some of these Democrats in vulnerable states like North Dakota are really paying attention to what's going on, because this doesn't even fall on party lines. I think Americans on both sides of the political aisle are just quite tired of it.
Look at what the network coverage looks like of the Kavanaugh allegations. 344 minutes on accusations against Kavanaugh amongst the networks, 14 minutes on Kavanaugh's denials. And this is Media Research Center looked at ABC, CBS, and NBC morning and evening news between September 13th and the 24th. What's your reaction to that? Is that fair?
Well, of course it's not fair, but I think the American people go outside of a lot of mainstream news as well, and they're looking at social media. They're watching Fox News to get the real story. They're paying attention to other people that have analysis on this because they don't trust the mainstream media, the leftist mainstream media anymore. So again, they're shooting themselves in the foot with this continuous negative coverage because the American people don't want to see a good man be treated this way. Doesn't matter if he's conservative, liberal, or in the middle. The American people do not want to see this happen to a good man.
Well, the FBI report could be submitted to the administration later today. There could be a vote later this week, so stay tuned. Tomi, thank you very much for joining us. Of course, one of the hosts from Fox Nation. If you'd like more information about this subscription-based streaming service, go to foxnation.com.
So again, the talking points that Tomi Lahren uses are obviously very stupid and they don't make any sense. Like when she talks about black unemployment as a response to the claim or the criticism or the allegation that Trump is, racist. Black unemployment trends were already massively going down under Barack Obama. Donald Trump is just following those trends. Anybody with two brain cells to rub together can understand that. And so she doesn't, this is the person who shits on Obama left and right, but praises Trump for the trends that are continuing that were going under Obama. But I want to get back to Hillary Clinton because, again, I think I've talked about Tomi Lahren speaking about Hillary Clinton before because I think she does it a lot, I guess. But Hillary Clinton speaking is a really stupid idea because, as I stated, she's not getting anyone new to come out to vote. So why are you coming out to speak? Hillary needs to realize this. Nobody likes you. No one likes you. I don't know why you keep coming and speaking. You're making things worse. When she goes out there and you already know that the deplorables thing didn't work. Am I saying that she's wrong? Not even necessarily. I mean, some of the shit that Trump has said. Remember, he retweeted a tweet from a fake graphic from a neo-Nazi. He's obviously said insane things about women. So some of those charges aren't even false. I mean, the dude put in a Muslim ban, an attempted one anyways. A legal version is the way that it was put. But anyways, so a lot of those charges that are levied are true. But when you say it, it already failed. When you said it the first time, it flopped. It flopped so hard. Such a big flop. It is unbelievably embarrassing how hard it flopped. It didn't work for shit. All you did is you revamped the Republicans and the Trump voters to go out and vote for Trump. You didn't get anyone on your side with that. So if it failed back then, why on God's green earth would it work now? So Hillary Clinton, take my advice. Just step out of the limelight. Just leave it alone. You're not helping anything. You're making it worse. When you come out and you go on there and do that, what do you think is going to happen? All of Fox News is going to be running on that for 24 hours plus. They're just going to be talking about Hillary Clinton, because all the geezers watching Fox News are going to be like, oh, fucking Clintons again, man. I need to go out and vote. So what you're doing is you're revamping all these geezers to go out and vote. And it's like, bruh, what are you doing, man? Oh, my goodness gracious. It pisses me off. So Tomi Lahren saying that, Hillary Clinton shouldn't be speaking. Actually, I don't even know if that's something she's saying. I think that's what she's saying, but that's something I would agree with. However, the things that she made, the rebuttal to calling him a sexist was GDP growth. What the fuck does GDP growth have to do with a charge levied against him for sexism? You could be a sexist and have insane amounts of GDP growth. And again, I want to restate, GDP growth was a fucking trend started under Obama. All of these unemployment trends and GDP trends and all of the economic growth was started under Obama. He's been riding the coattails of Obama. And then segueing into the whole Kavanaugh issue, they bring up that little graphic. No shit, the accusations are going to get more coverage. Do you know why? What does Kavanaugh's denial consist of? This is what a denial looks like. I uncategorically, completely deny these allegations. That's it. That's your denial. How many times do you want people to play that one fucking line over and over again? That doesn't make any sense. The accusation, on the other hand, requires the accusation is the burden of proof, so they have to speak more and give more information. So of course they're going to cover something that has actual content. The denial is essentially a one-sentence statement in which you state, I uncategorically completely deny these allegations in its totality. That's what it is. And then she says, Fox News is the right news network to watch. Come on, man. I can't believe that you could even possibly be that stupid. Like that unaware of yourself. As in, you aren't even aware that you sound like a complete imbecile when you said that. And then they say that like he's a normal person. Kavanaugh, if you saw Kavanaugh's hearing and you think that a normal person responds to a question about whether or not he blacked out drunk was to ask a senator whether or not she blacked out drunk, and then the same went for, I believe it was White House, whether or not he liked beer. He looked like an insanely incompetent person. Under the term incompetence in the dictionary is a picture of Brett Kavanaugh at the fucking hearing, because he looked like an angry drunk who had no idea what he was doing. He was being insane. I mean, he regretted what he said to Klobuchar immediately, but he stated it twice. He didn't just state it once. He stated it twice. So it wasn't like a mini mistake. He literally repeated it. And then afterwards, he's like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have said that. That looks pretty bad. So I'm going to retract it. So no, Kavanaugh's not a normal guy in even the slightest. And it's embarrassing that anybody even thinks so. But they're not going to. Let's see Fox News talking about all the times that he perjured himself. And let's see them talk about all of the massive amounts of examples of cases where he has demonstrated how incompetent he is to be, in a position of a Supreme Court justice, a justice on the highest court in the land that determines the law of the land.